Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. There you go, I did not forget. But anyway, let's get into this video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. So it's been raining heaps and heaps outside and there's absolutely nothing I can do out there. And I still wanted to do a video for you guys just to keep the 2 uploads a week going. So I thought we'd try something different, see if you guys enjoyed this. If you don't, then sucked in. I've got a few things going on today's video. I want to show you guys a new app that I've been working on with a guy called Austin, legend of a guy. I want to show you guys also, we'll answer some questions, sorry, that I've just put a Instagram thing up on, a poll up on Instagram with some questions. So you guys, I'll get to that towards the end of the video so we can get as many questions as we can. But we're also going to watch my first ever YouTube video and I'm going to react to that today. So let's just get into it. Right, so we're here on the YouTube page. So if you guys ever want to find my first video, what you can do is click over here, sort by, and let's go date added, oldest. Now, I have not watched this video in like 2 years maybe. 90,000 views, what the flip? So, when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't know what video to do at the start, so I did a DIY lawn striper, because I used to be a rotary man. No. I used to have a Toro recycler when I first started, but anyway, let's watch this and we'll chat about it on the way through. Probably laugh because it's so awkward. But yeah, let's watch it, and if you guys haven't seen this, you're in for a treat. Oh my gosh. So that there is not me, that is Josh. So this is the golf course I used to work at, Orange X Services Country Club. And Josh is cutting the 8th green there in the middle of winter or autumn. I don't know what he's doing. How are we all doing? Welcome to my first video. Oh, flip. Today we're going to talk about lawn stripes and how to make your own lawn roller. It's so cringe. Man, I was so nervous to be on camera first time. Ask anyone that shoots a video for the first time. I didn't even know what to say. I felt like the neighbours were just watching me the whole time. Anyway, let's keep watching. Good old Bunnings. Love it. Right, this isn't really a step-by-step instructional video on how to make a lawn striper, but I'm sort of making it up as I go. But these are the materials that I've bought. Right, so I'm just marking some spots in the centre. So this goes on for a while. I won't make you guys watch this whole thing, but basically I just put together a lawn striper, which the concept was just basically getting a bit of pipe, which I ran through a bit of but a galvanised pipe, sorry, which I ran through some PVC, which had threaded ends on both sides. And yeah, because I saw a few of those Toro kits, the Toro striper kits, and at the time when I wanted to buy one of those, they were like $300 shipped from the States. So I was like, man, stuff that, I'm gonna make my own. So this is what I made basically. And I decided to do a video on it just to start somewhere because I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest. Look how organised the shed is too, it's so clean. Ooh, I need to clean my lawn shed at some point. Yep, that goes on and on and on for ages. So, I mean, it's not that great of a first video, but it's not a bad place to start. 90,000 views, flip. So I'm just adding all the eyelets, putting my brackets there, attaching it to the rocks. Man, that would have been heavy. I remember it being very heavy when using that bad boy. Wow. There we go. Righty, so I'm pretty much done. Hooked up. I'm just going to chop those ends off. Just there, because they're hanging a bit out over the wheel, as you can see. That's so sketchy. Yeah, it rolls. Perfect. Right, so now I've built a lawn striper. Let's test it out. Yeah, come on. Look at the backyard. So there's no garden bed there. Still grass up towards the back over here. Look at that. Still grass there. nothing there. There's no veggie patch. So this is like not long after we bought the place. I think it would have been 2 years afterwards. But when we bought this place, there was no shed, there was no back fence, no grass obviously. So I did all the work. So yeah, I think when I put this lawn in originally, this is the tall fescue lawn with a bit of rye in there. You can see a bit of shiny leaf in there. But yeah, that's what inspired me to do a YouTube channel. Is what I did was, that was the first time I put a grass down at home. I done it on the golf course obviously, but when you do something for yourself in your own like landscape at your own house, you sort of become a bit proud of it. And you know, I really enjoyed looking after it at home, which is weird because I look after grass all day at work, which I loved as well when I was on the golf course. And yes, I thought I'd start a YouTube channel. So let's see if this striper actually works. So wobbly. Look at those wobbly dobs. Bray.
If you want to make one of your own stripers like that, it's not very hard. It only cost me about $50 Australian.
Lies.
So,
No, it did.
yeah, have a look into it and have a go at making one yourself.
Oh, look how small that tree is. Wowzers. Look at that bad boy. I think it's massive now compared to that. This is 3 years ago. Oh man, I was awkward on camera. Look at that. I think I'm even using an iPhone there to film with. Man, I love those days. Seriously, it's nice to look back at these videos and see how far, or hopefully how far I've come. I mean, it wasn't actually too bad editing for that. I remember that edit took me 20 hours to do. It took me 20 hours to do a 6-minute video, not even 6 minutes. What do we do at the end?
Have a go at making one yourself.
Oh wow, that's Louis. He's like so young. Not bad. I actually thought it was more cringeworthy than that. It's just me talking on camera is the cringe. So there you go, that's my first video. Alright, so now I just want to show you guys quickly while we're here. So I've been working on this lawn care app. Again, I haven't been working on it a lot. It's been Austin that's been doing most of it. But if you go in the App Store, it's only on the Apple App Store at the moment. And there's an app called Lawn Journal. Look it up, hit download. So this is what it looks like. So I'll go into it. This is the Lawn Journal here. So very simple, sort of the beginning stages at the start, and we're planning to expand on it a lot more. But it's this free app on the App Store. But let me show you. So I've got my lawns here. So I've got my ryegrass lawn at the front and the back, sorry, and then my green as well. So for example, you can put in what you did on certain days. So for example, I put in like a watering schedule. I did a mow at 15 mil. It's good, so this has metric and imperial measurements as well. But if we go up to the calendar up here, we can see it's got the water and the mow there as well. And you can see it's got a nice little color coding there. So it's got a bit of green and blue because we mowed and then put some water down as well. So the plan is, this is a journal entry so you can look back and see what you've done. But the plan is, very shortly, we're looking at putting notification system in here as well. So say if you went to like somewhere in July, 23rd of July, and you create an entry, you can actually set a notification on your phone so it can remind you when to do that application. So say if you plan to put your fertilizer apps like 8 weeks apart, you can set your apps 8 weeks apart and your phone's gonna remind you when you can do that. So yeah, that's basically the app. Planning to also put in a PGR tracker, PGR tracker in there as well, which is gonna be so handy. So it's gonna send you a notification basically for when to reapply PGR once you've applied it, because PGR, it's one of those products, plant growth regulator. When you put it down, it depends on the weather outside. Like if it's hotter, you're gonna have to reapply it sooner as well. So you'll have to manually put your temperatures in there, like your lowest and your highest temperatures, but it will then tell you when to reapply it again. So lots of exciting things coming in for that app. It's only just starting out now, but Encourage you guys to download it, have a look at it. I'm going to be using it throughout this whole season, just so I can see what features I'd like to add to it as well. Yeah, I'm really keen to check that out. So check it out. Big shout out to Austin as well for doing what he's done. Right, but let's have a look at these questions and see what people are saying. So Josh Pammon Tracing. Hey, what is the best way to remove Bahia from cooch? Now Bahia, I honestly don't have much experience with that. I'm pretty sure, because Bahia is a type of, it's like Paspalum, it's seashore Paspalum. I'm pretty sure decent, mate. I'm not even gonna recommend it. I'm not 100% sure, man, to be honest. JC Fishing Freak says, what other equipment did you use at the golf course? So basically used everything there. So anything from bunker rakes to rake the bunkers, the fairway mowers. So we had a big Toro 5510, I think it was, with the big 5 cylinder heads. Used to love driving that thing around. It was pretty relaxing with a bouncy seat. That's the only reason I liked it. No, it's good fun striping up fairways. Obviously greens mowers, so we only used triplexes, we didn't use walk behind, so we had a 3250D, I think the model was a Toro, so we mostly had Toros. And then, you know, we had tractors with spray units, and used to do a lot of spraying as well. Fungicides, herbicides, insecticides, fertilizers, like liquid ferts was a big thing. What else did they use? Quad bike, we used to have, I don't know, a ute, we used to have a ute there. All that sort of gear, just basically lawnmowers. That's the sort of equipment we used a lot. Hole changing was good fun, used to love doing the holes. Putting the pins in nice hard placements for the golfers. But yeah, your general like golf maintenance sort of gear. The D's Hive. How to fix a lawn that looks very patchy in colour. Iron fertilizer. So, first thing I would do, man, highly recommend that you do at least a pH test on your lawn. So get into Bunnings if you live in Australia, or Home Depot if you're in America, or Lowe's, whatever you're going to go to get a little pH test kit. Did I have one here? I used to have one here. I think it's Manutech is one they sell at Bunnings. So like, it's just a little soil test, and you can see the different colours of the pH when you do your test. Do that first, see where your pH currently is, and then what you're going to need to do is, from there, if you've got like a low pH, your soil is going to struggle to take up quite a lot of nutrients, the same as if you've got a really high pH as well. So first thing you're going to want to do is amend your soil if that's the issue. If you've got a balanced pH, then we're going to start looking at deficiencies in your lawn. So it depends. Is it patchy because there's different grass types there? It could be. Is it patchy because, you know, it's in shade? It could be shade as well. Is it patchy because you've got a dog? A dog could be peeing on some areas and making some patches dark green. Not dark green. So it's hard to give a straight answer because it's a very broad sort of a question, but liquid iron can really help even out colour. The issue is though, sometimes you've got a deficiency in your lawn, like your pH is off, sometimes your lawn won't actually take up liquid iron properly as well, so that's why it's good to always check your pH first. Do you ever have to use the rotary mower for grass blades that lay over and get long? 100%, man. So if my lawn gets a little bit too long, which it does tend to happen sometimes if I go away on holidays or something. A reel mower, when you're cutting into a lawn that's a little bit too long, it's just gonna lay it over and it's gonna be really hard to get a clean cut. So it's always good if you've got a reel mower to have a rotary mower as a backup, because a rotary mower will suck the blades back up and give it a nice clean cut, and then you can go over it again, even if it's at a slightly lower height, with your reel mower just to tidy up. So definitely that's what I do when it does get too long, because the grass blades will lay over when the roller hits it with your reel mower. What is your main weed preventing method? So pre-emergent for me, so I use something called Barricade, but there's many other products out there that are great as well. Why isn't everyone watching this video subscribed to the Lawn Tools? Sincerely, Ben Sims. Check the Lawn Tools out on YouTube, guys. Jonesy.01, out of all your mowers, which one would you keep if you had to sell the rest? Oh. Right. Pull out the hard questions. Oh, that is actually really hard. I love a Toro, but it is a bit of a hassle in my yard because my yard is so small. To be honest, I'd probably go with the Protea because of the cartridges and because it's a smaller size mower as well, a little bit easier to maneuver. I love that Toro, like, so good to get over the lawn quickly and the cut is crisp. the cut's crisp in the other mowers as well. But yeah, those are commercial units, they're the awesome mowers, but the Protea, for a home lawn especially, 100% probably go the Protea. Oxalis, help please. I'd go with some bow and arrow, man, if you got some Oxalis. I think in South Australia you guys call it sow sobs, which is weird. But Oxalis, yeah, the thing is it's hard to get rid of because it's got a huge taproot, like sometimes it is massive, so I would highly recommend that you use something like bow and arrow. Sometimes it'll take 2, 3, 4, even 5 applications. All right, I'm back. You probably didn't know I was gone, but for some reason my phone, the camera, sorry, cut out. So let's go back into this question. So I just finished off that one on Oxalis. I was saying you have to apply it possibly 3 to 4 times because of that big taproot. So it could take like 3 or 4 applications. Space them 21 days apart. Don't do it in the heat of the day. And yeah, it'll take longer to become active in winter. Always going to kill off quicker in summer as well. Right, next question from Paul, year 90. Did embargo in April? Oxalis and ferny weed is popping up. Can a lot of hand weeding disturb embargo? I wouldn't say hand weeding would really do much, to be honest, because it does sit down in the soil layer, the embargo, like it does stop weed seeds from coming up, like it kills off the ones that germinate. I would say it is that embargo doesn't actually stop Oxalis. So if we look at the embargo label, which is just here, embargo is just from Turf Culture's website. Oxalis, as you can see, is not actually listed as weeds controlled. So yeah, I don't think Oxalis, I'm pretty sure embargo doesn't prevent Oxalis, unfortunately. So what I'd be doing is using something like bow and arrow, like I said in the last comment as well. Rebel P08, how do you stop glass wrecking Kikuyu? All right, so this is something we actually used to struggle with on the golf course a lot. We never came up with a solution. So I don't really have an answer for you, sorry. I mean, you can use an air horn, but you can't really do that in town. People would be like, shut up. I don't know, man, pepper spray. Imagine doing that to glass. That'd be dog act. No, so I mean, in all honesty, I wouldn't worry about it too much because Kikuyu is going to come back anyway because they're sort of dethatching your lawn to an extent. We always found the Kikuyu teas that the glass would chew out would always come back awesome in spring because they've pulled out so much dead organic matter and material, like heaps of dead runners from underneath. So there is positives that come from it. I know it will look nasty through winter, but it will look better come springtime. Trojan Gardens, legend. Hope all is well, man. What's 3 tips for someone about to start a YouTube channel? Ooh, that's a good question. 3 tips. Be yourself when you're doing the videos. It'll feel uncomfortable for the first little while, but make sure you are yourself on camera. Be consistent with uploading. So if you're going to start doing YouTube videos, make sure you set yourself a goal, whether it be 1 video a month, and stick to it. You might go with 1 video a week. So since I've started my channel, I started doing 1 video a week and I stuck to that for the first 2 years, 2.5 years, and now I've bumped it up to 2 videos a week. It just depends on how much time you have. Now, don't worry too much about getting fancy cameras or going crazy with it. I started out with an iPhone. It does the job. So that's the biggest tip, is like consistency. And then, oh man, what's another one? Just, enjoy it. Do content that you would enjoy watching as well. So don't do something you think is just going to get views. Do something that you enjoy watching as well. So, otherwise you're just not going to get anywhere with it, and it'll wear you out. Like, you'll get worn out. I haven't been burnt out doing this yet because I enjoy shooting these videos. Seriously, it's an outlet for me. It's a hobby. It doesn't feel like work half the time. Like, when it comes to me editing a video, I honestly love it. So you got to learn to enjoy the process, basically. That's the biggest thing. Luke the Craney, what's your handicap? Officially it is 12.3, but to be honest, I think it will be more around 15, 16. It could be around 12 or something. Like, if I have a round of golf, I average shooting around 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 25. It depends on the day. Tobias Dubb, if you could work at any golf course in the world, what course would it be? Augusta. Well, I don't know if I'd actually want to work there. I just want to experience working there. That's a hard question, man. I don't know if you could choose one. There's heaps. What can we expect from the channel in the next 12 to 18 months? So I'm planning to do more project lawns, so do more lawns at people's places, especially if when we get out of drought here in Orange. I would love to do travelling. It's just a little bit hard when you've got a young family to travel and go check out people's lawns and help them. So once the kids grow up a bit more, we will see. I'll be doing more of that sort of stuff, paying visits to people and like helping them out with their lawns and stuff. I'd love to do a podcast possibly in the future. We'll see how that goes. And even more sort of videos like this as well. I wouldn't mind doing this when I haven't got anything else to film. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'd love to start interviewing people at sports stadiums and I'd love to go to, you know, something like Suncorp Stadium or ANZ Stadium and go show you guys what they do at those places. Not that I know everything that they do, but like interview the supers there and the greenskeepers and show you guys what they do. I reckon that'd be interesting. Hopefully you guys find that interesting as well. 13 Beach Garden Services, my man. Hope all is well. What made you want to become a greenkeeper and love grass so much? That's a funny question. To be honest, when greenkeeping came up as a job, it's not something I was like heaps passionate about to do at the start. So Josh worked on a golf course here in town, my twin brother, and he got me the job. I was working at a phone shop at the time. I love that job, not. I was doing that, so I took up the opportunity of doing an apprenticeship as a greenkeeper, and as soon as I started doing it, like I seriously loved it. Loved it, like just loved like how precise you have to be with grass and the science behind it, and just, you know, the joy of seeing something you put so much work into and seeing the results that you get out of that as well. It's something you can be proud of. So yeah, and I think it really took it up another level when I started doing it at home as well, and it just became more of a hobby for me. Like working on the golf course never felt like a job to me, which is weird. So it was hard for me to leave working on the golf course, to be honest. It really was hard for me to leave and do this full time, but yeah, I still visit the golf course daily, so you know, it's not that bad. 3 more questions, then we're gonna wrap it up. Is it okay to use liquid iron when the grass is coming out of being stressed from drought? Yes, it sure is, man. Just make sure you spray it in the afternoon. Yeah, but it's fine. Just go at a low rate if you use it. That was a quick question, so we can probably go another one. What's your favourite product to apply to the lawn? It's a very hard one. I would say PGR, Plant Growth Regulator. It's my favourite. Right, that's the end of the questions because I'll be going on for way too long. But thanks guys so much for that. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Just want to show you guys something quickly as well that is new to the channel. So I have recently had channel memberships added to my channel, which is something new. So if you go over here, you can see the section, you hit join on my channel just here. That's just explaining what channel memberships is, that video there. But it's $5.99 a month. And basically what I'm going to use it for is doing live streams, but for members only. So if you're a member of the channel, you can tune into the live stream and you can ask as many questions as you want and I'll answer everything. Because when we seem to have live streams with everyone in them, like all my subscribers, it's hard to keep up with it all. So I'd like to be able to have an exclusive service for you guys. I'm planning to add possibly some extra videos in there as well as like I'll do some extra posts like during the week with like photos of my lawn. How exciting. But like even some little tips in there as well for you guys. But yeah, that's the plan with it. I'll still be doing other live streams as well, but this one will just be an exclusive one for members. So check that out if you're interested. You can just find that on my homepage on my YouTube channel. You can just hit join just there and it comes up like that. But yeah, really appreciate it guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, seriously let me know. I don't mind. I enjoyed shooting it though, so I'm planning to do some more of these. We can, you know, we can figure out what is good and not too good on this style of video. But yeah, Q&As are fun. I love you guys asking questions. It doesn't have to be grass related either. It can be anything you like and I'm happy to answer it. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good week. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you. Alright, if you stuck around to the end of the video, you can see why I'm not filming a video today. It's been like this for the last couple of days, so didn't get an opportunity to shoot a video. But yeah, the green is coming along. It's still thickening up. Is thickening up a word? Thickening? Yeah, thickening is a word. But yeah, it's looking good. There's heaps of new growth. Like this is all new. Look at all these new shoots. Yes, all new shoots through here as well, which means that the bent is actually starting to shoot out and spread, which is awesome. So I haven't mowed this in like 6 days, so it's given it a bit of a rest. All new stuff all through here as well. Seriously, so good. Now this is that crappy area. And there is no new growth in there. Nothing. I might put a plug in here at some point to let it spread out. But yeah, there's a bit of new growth over there. But it's still holding on. We've had freezing weather. There's snow up in the mountain at the moment. Like, it's disgusting. And then the ryegrass, still looking good, hasn't lost any colour really. Need to put another liquid iron up down though, which might be this weekend's video, but yeah, it's coming along. Anyway, just thought I'd show you guys why I did a different type of video today. Anyway, bye.